goodness. Oh, wait, did you see that? That was the best part with the nipple.
Mike Myers.
Mike Myers with the nipples. Aloha, everybody.
Aloha! Happy Monday!
Happy birthday to somebody out there. I'm sure it's somebody's birthday. Well, hold on. Monday is a day of serious news. Serious, important news. News that makes you think. It's reseller news now. Thank you. Okay, so check this out, which I didn't get this ready, but when do I ever cancel? Go, because this is the news, so I have to get over to the news, but don't do that. Small Chrome thing. This is how we start off, like really sharp, dead, lots of nice dead air, and then we go to Streamland settings for Windows.
I'll say a quick aloha to people.
Sell it. I got it.
Oh, you got it? Oh, okay.
No, I don't.
Carl's
here. Why, Carl?
Ex-Monkey, Michelle Kirkpatrick, Record Crate, Cornhusker Picker, Lag, Bearded Picker, Biff.
Aloha, everybody.
Cautiously
Welcome.
Optimistic.
What can I get this time?
Buckeye State Flips, Flippin' Ain't Easy John, Mike Gerdez, Mike Seller, Callie Debs, Carla Olson, Major Win, Doug and Rowe.
Really?
Oh,
come on, suckers. Let's kick this in. Wait, where's my... You're not ready for Monday. You're not ready for prime time.
Porky Picker Chat, Amy, the Nest Experience, aloha, everyone.
Okay, so the news part, in case you forgot.
Absolute Finds.
We're
aloha,
doing Absolute Finds.
Jenna.
Welcome. Okay, so just to get you back on the news thing, let's check out what has happened over here.
Rolls of toilet paper.
Yeah, we bought some TP. Right here, you will see the first neutral we have gotten in our lives as eBayers across 3 stores. This man has ruined us.
20, how many years on eBay?
25 years. 0 negs or neutrals, nothing. Look what he said. Look and let your eyes feast upon the words.
I can't leave accurate feedback for an item that has not been delivered, but since y'all are bugging me for feedback, here you go. Thanks, eBay.
eBay's pestering my customers for feedback, and they're giving it to me. And they're getting their item today. It's not late. Nothing is wrong with this. He hasn't even gotten it yet. eBay's pestering him. He's giving me a neutral for that. Now, I would like to tell you, go big, right?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, go big. I would like to say my story today, my story time story of reading stories, was a good thing about AI. But I did fight this thing with... There's 2 things I feel like a lawyer when I'm going into this feedback. Neutral. You know, most of you probably don't even care. But we care very much because we are untarnished and we are immaculate. And we don't want to be unimmaculate. So, so anyway, he said, but since you all are bugging me for feedback, here you go. That's retaliatory! Am I right? He's retaliatorizing us for being annoyed. Let's see what people say here.
And that's not the first time I've heard of a buyer being irritated by eBay sending them so many messages.
And the thing is that I leave automatic feedback. If he pays, he gets feedback from me. That's it. It goes on and la-di-da. And then here, I don't want to hear somebody's real opinion. I want to hear, I want just good feedback or no feedback. I'm fine with no feedback. In fact, I'm way finer with no feedback than neutral feedback. Thanks. So eBay encouraged them to leave, even though the thing they're getting is perfect and brand new and mint, and they're going to be so happy with it. They can't even leave me positive feedback now because eBay annoyed them so much. They cried and left me feedback. And I hope this isn't, who's on here sometimes? Big D US. Who's Big D US? I don't mean to be pointing him out, but could that be Big Dre? Is Big Dre buying from me and leaving this? Big Dre, where are you? Show yourself. I'm sure it's not Big Dre. But look, you know, I think anybody could fall for that. I mean, anybody could be annoyed by that. I ignore it because my brain just shuts off anything annoying at this point in my life. One neutral, you got to pump those numbers up, Dendicor says. I hope not. I really don't want to. Wait, is Jenna here too? Aloha, Jenna. Welcome. So I didn't see you in our first cruise through here.
Silver hair. Aloha, howdy. Ryan.
Silver hair. I'll try to play some people's songs. It's so hard.
Ryan.
Flipping ain't easy.
There we go.
Stay perky.
We played your whole song, Ryan.
Yeah, we played
at the start of the show.
Because we like it. We like it so much. We're like, yeah, we should probably just use that, probably, huh? That's not getting removed, Dendicor says. I mean, I guess not, but at the same time, I'm fighting it like as if I'm a lawyer in 1980s. What's the one with Tom Cruise where they're in like Tennessee or something? The Firm, but the Firm is like the Firm is like the bad guy, like they're kind of.
Well, so alert. Then do you want to
1980s movie spoiler alert?
Do you annoy the customer further, and once they get it, ask them if they would revise it?
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Now
I don't
really
live in that
annoyed.
world.
I'm going to revise it to a negative."
Right. I don't live in the world where I ask people for revisions. What I do is kiss their pucker up buttercup and kiss their buns until they give me positive or no feedback. That's my goal. Biff says, I got a neutral the other day and just shrugged it off. Their comment was, good. Now I have 4,587 positive, 1 neutral, 0 negatives. But we're soiled, Biff. We're soiled. It doesn't wash off. I scrubbed it to the shower. It doesn't wash off.
And this is our second account that we opened. So
yes, which is now turned into our primary account, but it's only because it's got the most action.
Yeah. Because
the one account's boutique and is slow, and that's glowing feedback. These are all glowing feedback. Nobody gives us half aid feedback except for, whatever. But Dendicor says, eBay won't find anything wrong with it. You lose. Good day, sir. Well, here, interestingly, so Dendicor, to totally agree with you, called them. Used lies to get into eBay's phone queue. Whatever, I can't remember what I said. A hacked account, somebody stole my wife, something, I don't know. Anyway, they called me, and then the guy was super nice, totally attentive, hung up on me when he was transferring me to the feedback team, and I'm like, typical. Called me right back.
Motorcycle door.
Called me the motorcycle door. Called right back, and the same thing happened. He was like, okay, I'm transferring you over again, and it just hung up on me. So, and then I had to go outside and make money, so I stayed. I didn't call back yet anyway, but so I feel like even the guy doesn't know that the system is automatically hanging up on me, the asker, to have that removed. I don't know, but that's what I'm going to think is probably happening at this point. Their AI is working well. But what I was going to say, come on here and say, was that the AI was super working well specifically because of shipping metrics and how we had see, now I don't even want to be nice, but this was a cool thing about shipping metrics. I feel like we said it, but anyway, I'm going to say it again. We had somebody who put off a shipping order for 2 weeks, and we wrote it in the notes, and it showed up as late on our thing, and then it just disappeared. We didn't have to do anything about it because of the notes. But anyway, it was shipped like 2 weeks late, but because we had put in the notes that the customer had asked for that, it seemed to have AI'd itself off of there.
Aloha, Carl.
I don't even care anymore.
Yeah.
Blop.
Well, that is something that I see.
AI sucks.
I see so often in the groups is somebody saying, "Oh, I sold an item, but the buyer is now asking me to hold it because they're going to be away for 2 weeks. What do I do?" And nearly everyone replies, "Tell them you can't do that and cancel the order.
You don't need to.
And tell them that you'll sell it to them when they get back." And I'm thinking, okay, that's crazy. But we've done this in the past.
I've done it quite a few times, but I've had to ask for it to be removed.
Yeah. Yeah.
The shipping defect, but now it seems to be happening automatically, just reading the comments that I put in. So, but I don't want to, I'm not nice now. I don't want to be nice to eBay. I'm mad. I remad.
So even though they remove the the defect that it literally removes it, so it has no impact whatsoever on your account. Or
if they remove it, it has no impact on your account.
Right.
But Biff says it washes off in a year. So yes, I will scrub for a year until I'm down to bones.
But there have been a lot of comments. If you want
I
to
do.
scroll
I'm
up
going to
and-
read. I would rather receive no feedback than any. John is saying this than any feedback at all. Exactly, and in fact, that's what we sort of set our goals to get. We don't need feedback at all. You can just leave it alone, and we'll be fine. Just freeze it in time. Granted, it keeps you a little honest to make sure people, if people are going to comment on you. But so we give them nothing to comment bad about, and eBay has triggered this. What's wrong? Don't look at my nose buffer.
Your nose buffer is coming to the other side.
When they go bad, they just blow right out like a racing tire. Mm-hmm. And now this is the only one I have till UPS gets here today with our Amazon order. I got to make this one work. Dun, 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 dun. Hold on. Now I can't get it back in. There's too many things happening. It blew out again. Oh. Please don't look at it anymore.
I won't.
Thank you. So, anyway, eBay seems to place an importance on buyers leaving feedback and buyers returning items since they keep reminding them to do these things. That's a frustration I don't need. I'd thank you, eBay. Cornhusker Picker says, in other non-important eBay news, my star went from red to green, 5,000 for a shooting star. Can you believe it? Just double your efforts that you've put forth so far in your eBay career. Just double whatever you've done on eBay, and you too will get a little tiny shooting star instead of just a red one. But congratulations! Hey, we don't have a lot to look forward to. I mean, my aunt was a teacher, and I remember her coming back from school with rolls and rolls of star tape in a little handled box because she put stars on people's stuff. And I like the stars, and I would just put stars on me because I'm the star of my own story. Thank you.
Bearded was saying, seems your time is over. Time to quit.
Yep, we're done.
Getting that neutral.
Yeah, we're over. We canceled the whole business.
And good for you, Ryan. Congrats. He had his biggest day ever on Friday, over $1,700 in cards.
How dare you! I mean, Ryan is crushing the card biz, he's the James of trading cards in that he is selling tons and tons of low price cards and just raking in the cash because one person buys a bunch of cards.
Yeah.
Now, if you had 1,700 people buying $1
I was just gonna ask,
cards,
how many customers was that total?
You might be screwed if that happened.
That would be right. That would be crazy.
But it's the grouping factor that make it nice. And we can report that sales, we have noticed absolutely no problems in sales. Thank you. We're keeping, in fact, what we've noticed in a some sort of a battle against the lighthouse, we have noticed that things have been picking up in the last 2 weeks as they should probably. And the primary motivating factor of stuff leaving is lower prices. So I also wrote a little note here to remind myself of how I think about things sometimes when I am thinking logically. And I've said, we are getting uncomfortably close to pricing accurately. Thank you.
So, does that tie in with whatever your thumbnail title said?
Yeah, great prices. So everything seems to be centered around prices.
Well, and you said, what do you do when
you shovel more stuff into your apparatus and you lower the price on it, and at some point you hit that little zone where it's maybe it's like the green wave, where you've hit it just right and that your prices are hitting just right. Anyway, So in our media, I'm shipping out, I don't even know, 25 orders today. I'm feel a little like almost like, well, we ran out of foam, so I feel screwed. But once the foam comes in, I won't feel so bad. But it's like, wow, things are really moving. Now I go look at the media store, which has 10% advertising. Its media already is like 15%, and then so it's 25%. So it doesn't feel. Paul Rose is right here. We're talking about eBay. It's like old times. We definitely feel like, and that's the other part of the title. We've been working too hard. I said, now we do this, which is work even harder. Thank you very much. Very clever. Very clever. I agree. We don't have any time to do anything. Barely have time to eat or relax. Or well, we're not. We're literally working 24 hours a week. We're working as much as more than usual, and that's because we're riding this wave because we can't stop. Got a list. Can't stop. Got a list.
You want to pop out the chat?
Oh, hold on. Yes, I will. You know I'll do anything for you, sweetie.
I know.
It's gonna play.
DM Ephemeral, aloha.
It's gonna play the thing live. Okay, here's live. Okay, here, and then you click on this one. Oh, live. Oh, then you gotta click on this one. Why do I go the long way? Then you gotta click on this one. That's me talking to myself. Then you gotta click on this one. Oh, everybody like and subscribe if you want. That'd be great. I just liked our own video, so I expect a cha-ching at some point soon. Or John gets the cha-ching. Somebody's getting a cha-ching from us liking our own video. What am I doing here? Popping out the chat?
Just popping out the chat, yeah.
Right here.
So that you can see current
Boom.
And then see the past comments.
Oh, I totally agree. B Nudes is here.
Aloha, B Nudes.
Okay, let's go. I want to go back and
Harbor's
see.
Hope. Aloha.
Aloha, Harbor's Hope. Let's see. Seriously, show my on-time. I'm already missing a little bit. Callie Debs, neutral happened to me as well. A person sent me an offer on a dress and I accepted it. I got a neutral from him saying his wife loved the dress, but he paid too much. No. I'm branded for the next year with somebody saying I suck for asking them for feedback. I don't feel that fairly represents me. I didn't ask for nothing.
Yeah. I wonder if they did the rating of the item.
Ooh, they better not have rated my items.
That's why they said they couldn't accurately do a review
30-year-old
because they don't
model.
have the item.
Yeah, no. And Biff said he'd block the person. I probably should block this guy too. I think I will. I think I'm going on having an old-fashioned FAE block party. Am I right? Denticor got an Etsy cha-ching. Maybe we should try cross-posting one of these days. Still haven't done that after all these years, but we got eBay dialed in, I do believe. How do you feel about on a scale of 1 to 1,000,000?
So can you bring the live chat over to there or something? Thanks.
That's your favorite part.
And then pull
And then, I'm going to read here. Major Win, we are completely okay with warranted neutrals and nags when we earn them. But we'd argue we have not earned any. Neither have we. We are everyone's eBay dream seller. I mean, I think it even says that on some of our feedback. Doesn't it? Lies are the best. I literally the exact same. The people on the phone never know the situation either. I guess they're trying to make me feel good. I'm gonna call them until I get through, because that's what I do.
So tell me.
Yeah. What?
With you
coffee.
originally wanting to say that the eBay AI seemed like, it was great, it worked for me. Did you
Don't praise the machine.
You saw that defect
praise.
on the account, and then you went through the AI and said,
no, it was automatic.
Oh, okay.
So they took away at least on our account, they took away the
chat
remove defect button.
Oh.
We no longer have that option, and it just automatically does it, which is nice.
Oh, weird. Okay.
You know, if that's what's happening there. Mike Gertis, good morning. Seller canceled order. Oh, no. It jumped from one Mike Gertis to the next. Where's his first one? See how I was reading that? Oh, YouTube. Don't make me come after you too, YouTube.
Oh, boy, you really messed up.
I did. A seller canceled order on me, stated they sold it at another platform. Canceled order stating the issues with buyer address, mentioned them back and said, no, it's out of stock. So they lied. So you can report the seller. I mean, that seems like that's a misuse, especially if you catch it. If you catch it and they said that you asked them to cancel it, that's not, I mean, maybe you give them a break on it unless.
Stinks when sellers.
If you can't. If you can't, yeah, I know. What do you do? Try to teach them a lesson?
What do they do to not only Mike, but the next person, the next customer? It's just so ridiculous.
Is it in this day and age, right here, right now, is it my position to go, run around teaching everybody lessons? I guess yapping on YouTube. But at some point, you got to draw the line. How much it takes away from my life to have to go teach somebody. Now, if I was in Mike's position there, I would weigh that against how easy is it for me to get another one for a similar price. If he was like sold it to me for if I got a good deal on it and then he canceled it, I'd be red hot. I would like be the actual color of my face. Why do I look so salmon?
It's just the light.
I'm Salmon Rushdie. eBay Live, sorry, got sidetracked. Aloha, everyone.
I'm so happy you're here, Carl.
Yes, welcome to the afternoon edition. Alan Watts said 100% feedback doesn't matter.
Who's Alan Watts?
I don't know who that is, but I'm guessing because Biff sometimes is jokey. I'm guessing that because 100% feedback does matter to those of us who maintain it. It's precious. It's precious. Let me put it that way. Does it matter? I don't know. It's precious. So have I seen people who sell?
If it didn't matter, then there wouldn't be any reason to leave
to
feedback
have it
ever.
at all. But when it comes to the guy who has 3 million, remember the feedback with the 3 mil, and then he's got 15,000 negatives in the past 30 days.
So it's like a book eBay bookstore, and they have 3 million listings. They have over 1.3 million positives
selling Jeff Gordon
and
early Christmas
15,000
stuff.
negatives.
And 15,000 negs, right?
Yeah, and I didn't see what the total amount of sales were, but I know the positives were 1.3 million.
I'm guessing math works in their favor.
Of course, but somebody was like, 15,000 negatives. Oh, I would never buy
I got
from
one
them.
neutral.
I'm like, huh?
I'm quitting eBay. We're done. That's it.
We'll go work for Bearded.
Yeah, we're gonna drive some of the food around. The problem with me is like I did do a food delivery once, way back, probably 1994. And some of that garlic naan bread never made it to the customers. It was crazy.
Gosh.
So that was one of those creeps. I'm not fit to be in certain employment places. One of them, if I have food next to me, that's not where I deserve to be. I invented the food delivery guy who shows up and he's like wiping the corners of his mouth, and your chicken bucket's half empty. It is totally gross. I'm just saying. Just being honest with you. I feel like I should be honest.
Major, when Doug was saying, replying to Callie Debs, truthfully, we feel the same way. We pour our hearts into the whole customer experience, and when someone flippantly applies neutral or negs, it's hard for us from our humanity standpoint. And I agree.
Yeah. I don't think that guy wanted to leave that. He was just annoyed by something.
There's just, a disconnection. As we always say, if you were to meet face to face, you would be respectful, hopefully, to each other, but it's just a disconnection. It's just, but I think Major, Win, and Doug, I think they are Doug and Ro, they do like thank you notes and stuff. So
yeah. We don't do that. We don't go that far.
I know that. I just don't get how people can still just be negative.
I think that if they get the item and it's not packaged with Band-Aids or binder paper or something, Some people go through with a fresh box. You know, they're crazy with the fresh boxes, paper tape. We go the limit, you know, the limit of what's possible. I mean, could I put it in like a laser bubble somehow and like drone delivery to it? Yeah, but I'm not going to do that. So the point is that F that guy and eBay. And I'm quitting.
Doug had to run, so he said, appreciate you all have to run every Monday working meeting. We'll listen for the rest of the show as possible. You all are the best and a perfect antidote to Monday. Aw.
Thank you. Have a great afternoon. And my nose is starting to get annoyed because once the bumper, then it slides down and it starts pressing on my sinus. And then I can't breathe, and it's just terrible. This is my Monday. This is Monday. I have a case of the Mondays. I mean,
Biff is saying that he's also carrying a shipping defect that wasn't his fault. He tried to fight it. It washes off in just 3 months.
But the numbers look weird, Biff. It's like where it says validated on time and shipping defects. There's like a weird number there that's not 0. How do we live with ourselves? That's why I eat my feelings. I'd be much healthier if I didn't have to eat my metrics.
Motorcycle dork. I've got a second interview at my local power sports, side-by-sides, etc. dealer.
Yeah.
It's been 1.5 years. I can't keep BSing with eBay.
Oh, bae. I mean, good luck to you on the second interview.
And then you'll be doing, you may have mentioned this further down, but are you going to still continue eBay like on the side?
I mean, it would make sense to keep it on the side, but you can't rely on it for the... We're really, really enjoying some solid eBaying. I mean, we have, but it's taking... Well, I'll show you what we sold this week, sort of. No, I'm not showing you what I sold this week because that's boring. But what I'm going to show you is some stuff that we did sell that is selling. So currently, this right here, this piece of plastic.
Thanks, Don Flippin. Hit the like button, guys and gals. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So one of the things we're selling right now is older Mercedes parts. I mean, if you can find them, go ahead.
This is a map.
A map, so it's like on the door, and then it's like you put your soda or junk or stuff. It ends up getting pretty schmutzed up down there, and these tabs get broken and everything. That's a $120 piece of plastic from a car right there.
It's not crazy.
You're welcome.
Sorry. I don't know what it is. I get on here and I start yawning.
Old Snap-on tools. This isn't that old, but it's the thing we showed on the one video. Maybe, was that the private video? But like a camera thing there, and you put it and you shove it in your engine, you can see stuff happening.
I had one of those up my nose on Friday.
You did? That was so cool. It's the same one. It was like a Snap-on. And he just guided it right up there. And it worked. And that was like $100. So that's selling. These big lenses are still selling. Well, this is like...
We're getting down to
I can't tell you
slim pickings.
Well, we have a lot of them, but the expensive ones sold. And now we're down to, well, we still have like 20 or 30 of them, but they're just like $50 or $60 instead of like hundreds of surprise dollars that we really loved. Thank you.
Carl says he needs to get one of those intros.
That was Ryan did that for us. He did a whole, I mean, it was some sort of AI, and he wrote the lyrics and pressed it out, and it, I love it. I love it. We live it. We live that theme song now. It's like more defining of us than we are. So I think that's Ryan is the new jingle. Everybody, you should do jingles for everybody. Okay, I'm gonna try to read. I really want to read everything all the way down. So I hold nothing. I politely explain that I have metrics eBay grades me on and affect my top rating, and I'll be shipping the item. Maybe that makes me a bad person, but suppose I hold it, then it breaks. Oh, got you. Well, so here's the deal. I was selling tap handles. There was about, 15 tap handles. Nothing particularly. In fact, they were all kind of broken.
Yeah,
they were like broken tap handles.
Local brewery that started here, and they just recently sold like a year ago to New York, someone in New York.
And then so the tap handles were like not perfect. But they were $150, $200. Can't remember. They were a lot. And he just asked me that. And we have done so in the past. Never had a problem. Just, that's all I can say.
No, you used to, we've done this several times, and you would just call and just say, hey, the customer asked me to, and then the customer service is like, okay, let me see let's look in your messages. Yep,
Yes.
we see it right here. Okay, yeah, you were just doing what they asked, and then they would remove the defect.
This is the
and
first time I've
it
written
just
it.
seemed to automatic.
Yeah, I wrote it in that, but you have to write it in the. So there's a couple of places, very important, I think, very important secrets of eBay. Here they are. Here's the secrets buried deep in the hours that we're here together. When there's the checkbox on your items, when it says, if you go look in your overview, it says items that you need to update your item specifics. One thing I do, don't know if this really helps, but these are just the things that I'm saying right now. This is only important because I'm saying it right now. Go in there and check that little checkbox that says, don't remind me anymore. Fill in all the item specifics you can on every item. And then if that's not enough, check that little thing so it says, no more item specifics.
Oh, so you don't get constant messages from
Yes.
eBay saying, you should
Because
add more specifics.
I think something like that, whether it's true or not, whether you put it in or not, it gives you one little tick box, one little positive tick. Another one is answered questions. Sometimes you answer a question with an offer and it doesn't register that you've actually written back to the person. And even if you don't write back to the person, even if you ignore the person, go in there and mark the question answered. I think that helps micro amount. It just makes it look like you've done everything. And then the third one is, what's the third one?
You were talking about the notes for shipping later.
Shipping notes. So use the notes. If you have any sort of weird thing about the transaction at all. He asked to ship it to a different I don't know. No, don't do that. Don't ever ship it to a different address. What could you put in the notes? I don't know.
Well,
Say he says,
I know that
don't ship it to me for 2 weeks. Put that in there.
I feel like, and it may have been a long time ago, that one time a customer bought 2 separate things, and then you put a note on one because you combine them in one
Sent
package.
a radio. Other way around.
Oh, okay.
Sent a radio out. Forgot a part. Forgot one of the little clip things. Sent out a second package the next day. So now there's 2 tracking numbers on the same package, shipped 2 days apart. I put on both of the items in the notes what had happened there, cross-referencing the tracking number of the other package, and I saw nothing happen with that. So I don't think anything. I don't see anything that would trigger, unless he said he didn't get them, but they both arrived on the same day. What's that mean? I don't know. I shipped one day, one the next day. Both arrived on the same day.
And the second package was a little tiny.
I wish we could infer something from that.
Biff says lag is star stickers work.
Yeah. Back in this particular day. No, okay. Something just happened. Sometimes I only remember stories partially because here's the real story. Interesting. Yeah. Brain just hemorrhaged open a memory. They weren't sticky yet. They weren't freaking sticky yet. They weren't on a roll. They were in like little plastic cases and you had to lick them. They were lickable stars.
Wow. And they had little raised. Did they have little rays around the outline?
They were pratt, and they had like a little edge. Yeah, they would have a little edge.
Yeah.
So and they tasted like mint and LSD a little bit.
Huh. So Biff is closing in on his yellow shooting star for 10,000 something.
Nice.
Just 100 more to go. Congrats, Biff.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is.
And I know Paul is commenting further down,
Welcome
so I'm excited
to
to
10,000.
see what he has to say. Ryan was saying in regards to the 1,700 on Friday, his
One guy
biggest day.
bought 222.
Holy cow.
That's what
around
I'm talking
1,000.
about.
Then random orders on top of that. Wow, good for you, Ryan. Let's see.
Good for you, Ryan. Where's my song?
Kimo, baby, stick
Picker Chad was saying, why is neutral feedback even an option? I mean, I'm sort of glad it's there, because what would this person have done? They probably would have left a negative then, right? If neutral wasn't there. I'm thinking they would have, because they would have been like, I don't have the item yet.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they were up. Nah, see, I don't consider Big D. Big D was his username. I don't think he was a mean guy. I think he was being. I think he was being a little sassy.
But I hope he doesn't think we were asking.
That's
him.
right. I don't want the stink to be on me. I want the eBay
like,
stink.
You all keep bugging me, and it's like, what?
I didn't bother you. I promise.
We don't want you.
I don't want to be bothering.
I'm not asking people for
I'm
feedback.
anti-bothering. I'm not a malingerer. I will not hang out if I am not wanted.
Carl was saying they should do away with detailed feedback and just have star ratings. In my view, feedback has lost its way and point. It's trying to remember eBay's trying to be like Amazon.
Tell me though, if the guy says that he's leaving me the feedback because he is annoyed by an eBay message, is that not retaliatory? Is he not getting back at me for annoying him?
I mean, yeah, so you'll have to try it
I
again.
am fighting this
to
the Supreme Court. They've got nothing else going on up there. I am going all the way.
Maybe if it's a seasoned eBayer, maybe they know about revisions and they'll just revise it.
I'm going to revise his face.
Scott Bearded is saying, be careful what you wish for. I asked the eBay overlords for sales and 75 to ship for the weekend. Yes,
yeah, see,
that's awesome.
But that's what we're having over here too, Beard. It's like almost too much. It's like almost too much. It's coming on real strong, and I'm happy about that. I'm not complaining, but I'm sort of like, wow, I'm not prepared for today, Monday, with shipping supplies, and that's annoying to me.
Yeah, our foam didn't come.
Our foam didn't come today, and it better come tomorrow, or
we're gonna have to go run and pick up a small roll of something. Jumping so far ahead right now, but Paul Rose says, Primo, there is no stink on you. You smell of freedom and frosted eucalyptus.
Not too bad. I smell like secret strong enough for a man, made for a woman.
Silverhair liked your comment. I'm gonna revise his face.
I really won't, Big D. I'm just teasing.
Can you?
Whoever you are, I don't even know.
Don't let it skip too much. Keep on going. Dundecor was saying that eBay is slightly up for him. Other platforms are cooking. Lighthouse Bearded was saying Lighthouse is wrong. It is the sun shining on you as it rotates the flat Earth. Come on,
we're in the flat spot of my head
you are
right
so
now.
Funny, Beard.
We're in the flat spot, or which one is with the lights? So she got outside and put a bunch of blow molds outside, some spooky ghosts, and a couple of goofy pumpkins. We have this long carrot pumpkin. I'm not sure what that's all about, but our house is all ready for
I love.
And then you know what happens on Halloween? We hide inside and eat all the candy and don't see the kids.
So, Motorcycle Dork was answering cautiously optimistic, just saying he'll be selling the side-by-side
Aloha, Gina.
in motorcycles. And how great is that you will be in the same field of stuff that you were selling?
I don't know anything about that.
They don't make you change anything about your
Don't
looks.
change yourself. You will. I doubt they will.
I doubt they will.
This is new California.
That is his signature.
This is
hair.
not the old California where you couldn't even have tattoos or piercings. When I was a kid, it was like crazy. But I do think that that it's possible that I don't know because of the economy and whatnot, but it's possible you could make more money. You could make more money easier with less stress. That's the question: is the money versus stress ratio of being employed. Let's see how that goes. Because I might go to McDonald's. They pay like $25.
You can keep going. How
do you know?
Because I'm watching.
What's crazy is my eyes are so
the motorcycle
blurry.
dork is all the way at the top.
What about DM ephemera?
We'll see that. Just move motorcycle dork to the top. And
I have to arrange this in your
stop.
way? Okay.
Yeah.
What's Amy saying? Dan, yes, I do.
So DM ephemera, hi everyone, went away Friday till Sunday night. Sales and offers went to 0.
Share that, Amy. Share your whatnot if you didn't already.
eBay tracking
I can double share
through app. Time for a burner phone. Oh,
Wait, who's in the what now?
weird.
Who's in the what now?
DM Ephemera is saying, hi, everyone. I went away on Friday till Sunday night. The sales and offers went to 0.
You think they're tracking you through the app? That we've mentioned that before. You know, I don't think that it's an interesting question, because if you give permission for a phone app to Indeed, what was that noise?
It was
Did
me
you hear
just
that
reading
little Snoopy
Paul.
noise?
It was me reading Paul's.
They can track your whereabouts just very easily. What do they use that data for? No one ever tells you. If you were far away,
can you go into your settings and not allow them to track you?
Yeah, you can do that per app.
I do that.
The question is that it's one of those things where you don't question it. So did it happen? And if you didn't question it and it did happen, is there anything wrong with it? You don't want it to be that way, because get out of my business. But at the same time, if you said it was okay to track you and then they did, and somehow, I don't know. I'm just saying crazy words right now. But I'm saying that it could easily be done and not be illegal, or possibly be weird to them that they're tracking you for no reason. But it's weird to us because we're just people.
Yeah. If that's the case, go into your settings and don't allow them to track you. Paul Rose was saying hi to Carl. He's exhausted, pushing forward, just taking a short break to say hello. And I see he is still commenting, so I'm so happy he's still here. And he is doing a huge move. And he has a very short time frame, so he's been working, busting his butt really hard.
Yeah, if anybody's...
What are you doing?
Oh, what? I didn't do anything. I'm moving this one.
Right.
Make sure if you're in England to go help Paul Rose, please. Thank you. He's in, I forgot where... Are you in Blackthorn? Not Blackthorn. Are you where the roller coasters are? Black something. Pool. Are you in Blackpool? I've always ticked... wait, where are we? Right there. Basket Noodle said that...
No, you need to go...
Up, higher?
Yeah.
Maybe a little poop talk now?
No, keep on going. Stop. Okay. No, keep on going.
Oh, you said stop.
Why were you messing around with it? I think I need to take that mouse away from you.
Primo, Kimo messes with the mouse. What about Axe Monkey? Did you read Axe Monkeys?
You are too low.
I got to go up more. Here's Biff. I've been spending all my time on WordPress. This is only indirectly working on eBay, but I'm playing the long game. What's really fun about doing the website nonsense is if you use Shopify, you can use Shopify as a hub. And and that's sort of you can make your own website, just be Shopify. You can do that. And then if you want to use Vendu or List Perfectly, hopefully TreeCat will offer a lot of features and different platforms or channels, as the cool kids say. Then you can port it out from there. So I used to have a website, and I would still like to have a website and even show items that I've sold, because I love my items so much. I want a catalog of everything I ever sold, because everything is precious.
Quirky Bigger Chad is saying, I wonder how much I could sell my eBay block buyers list on eBay for. There is an eBay block buyer face group page.
Yeah.
People just tell people.
I mean, I think it's not one of those things where it's not a kind of a good idea, but the thing is, if you live in that world of blocked buyers, it's just like block them and never ever think about them again. It's all that after action report type stuff that makes people lose time and space. It's like, well, I'm just gonna go over here and do something and then never think about it again.
Paul Lag was saying, I know a person that can get that removed for you. No joke. Mike or Des, good deal, of course. Oh yeah. All right, now you can scroll down.
Thanks.
You skipped a whole bunch, but whatever. Just, can I do the mouse?
Mouse away. Big shot.
Let's see.
Big shot with your big mouse. With your big pants. I'll just play with this thing over here. So Axe Monkey is saying, I had a large seller try to get me to say it was okay to cancel an order. I
wouldn't, so
It's
they
a
just
copyright.
refunded it. I see no cancellation. I was waiting for a customer asked to cancel. Yeah. So I don't know if you explained why, but did they also cross-list the item and it sold on a different platform?
Yeah, yes. So sometimes I've never had that. That doesn't happen to us because we're perfect, immaculate resellers. We never, ever, ever, ever sell something that we don't have. So we wouldn't understand. One time we sold. What? Ryan came in and oh my God. Hey, Froze is here. Okay. Wait, get off. Don't.
Thanks.
No, hold on.
So,
I'm trying to find everybody.
Ryan
I'm
just
Mr.
gifted-
Meeseeks. Look at me.
And Brandy. Remember Brandy used to be here all the time? And Black Sheep Unite, Sarah Longfellow. Well, welcome.
No matter what, thank you, Ryan. So happy that we have Deliberate Allure, Hey Fro Cells, Wellness Wisdom, Brandy, Black Sheep Unite, Sarah Longfellow as new members.
Thank
Woo!
you.
Ryan, that is extremely sweet. Thank you so very much.
Well, that means we have to do more members only content and not make it. I mean, it's more fun when it's members only. That's what it's supposed to
Oh,
be.
but then you accidentally just do it for everyone not realizing
I mean,
it.
that's just not knowing how to use a platform I've used for an entire year. What's the date today?
Curious Collection Aloha.
Curious Collection Aloha. Wait.
Storm
Oh, right.
prepping
Are you up?
today.
You're in Florida. I know that. Are you on the I heard I get my weather from ADH Dave, and I believe he may have been referring to the Panhandle getting the hit. Are you in the Panhandle or the Big Bend area? ADH Dave for weather. Thank you. Or Ryan too. Ryan does weather in the middle of the country.
And Lag was saying, if you were delivering my chicken,
20 miles from Big Bend coast.
whoa,
Batten down the hatches.
gosh,
What do you have to do anything crazy, or is your house made out of like
cinder block.
cinder blocks? Like, no, cinder blocks isn't good. Remember, if you hit if you hit
but
it right, it all falls down.
A lot of that footage from North Carolina, it was just
The
cinder blocks, just
exploded
like
because
Legos
that's
everywhere.
because the trucks would come down the river and just go.
We're leaving to a cinder block house.
Is that okay? They said it that cinder blocks are bad, but it was specifically because of the like semi trucks were
Debris
floating
just
down a river,
smashing against it.
And
But
then
that would do it to anything.
So as long as you're in a house made of stone, Little Pig said, you're pretty good.
Well, we know that you two are very smart and logical, and
Yes, better than a mobile. Yes,
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
And does that mean? And do you have to bug out for how long? Do you think? Is it like a extended period of time, or does that probably depends on if the store has any damage or anything? But I mean, if there was no damage to your area, would it just be like a day or like several days? One day, hopefully. Thank you. Well, good luck. I hope everything is okay. Though that's very scary to have to leave your home and stuff.
So Callie Debs
Yikes.
is mentioning that she put a message above, which we have not gotten to yet. I don't think we skipped over it, about Rusty the reseller. His town is in deep trouble. He's in the Black Mountains. The town is completely decimated.
Black Mountains is what? North Carolina? Is it North Carolina? We have a friend in Asheville who is giving us. Where's Black Mountains? Look it up quick. We need to know because we don't know. We're not good at geography. But we have a friend in Asheville whose house made it. 10 trees down, ripping up all of his, plumbing, I guess, probably septic field.
Yes, North Carolina.
And has been hand to hand helping and rescuing people since it happened. Like, so his house was okay. So he just went out and started helping people actually, I think he finally got away to some friends this weekend for a little bit of decompression. But
he was in the what the heck? Where is it? Do you go to get away from danger? Where
shelters?
Thank you.
He had to go to shelters. I mean,
my god,
it was serious. And then he found out his house
Hey,
itself
Landshark!
is safe. Roads to get to it are not good. All that
right,
kind
he
of
and his
stuff.
dog have been in a shelter for several days. He posted some videos where he was out in one of the towns that is completely decimated. Also, just sludge and mud everywhere. Buildings. It's so sad.
It is, and he wrote a post just to, and just tell all of his friends what was going on really quickly, and it was he was at a shelter, and then it makes me feel emotions. I'm not gonna get emotional, but it makes me feel an emotion because these people, they were talking back and forth, and the people said, "Why don't you come over to Waffle House and have some waffles?" Because it's just two humans like going, "Ew, let's try to make it a little better with waffles." Thank you.
They were talking about something that he needed to pick up at a hardware store to to try to, because all of the since all the damage to the earth around his home, the pipes and everything got destroyed, and so this nice couple that also is dealing with catastrophe said, "Come with us." Yes, pancakes fix everything.
They're the glue that holds us all together in tragedy. I mean, there's nothing that repairs tragedy better than a time machine or
people.
waffles. Thank you. Or the people glued together with waffles.
Paul is saying that he's cramming so much stuff into his new place that it will never blow away. And
I hope so. Have you ever seen a cartoon, Paul? The whole house just leaves, and then all of your stuff is like in the shape of the house that just blew away.
And he was just saying
he hopes
everyone stays safe. They just don't get that kind of extreme weather there.
We live in Vermont, so we do.
Well, snow.
Please.
What? Oh, actually, right. We've had
Hold
flooding.
on.
Sorry.
Hold on.
Donnie, you're out of your element.
Jeez, yes, we have very bad flooding here where half the towns float away, and then they rebuild them, and then they happen again like 10 years later. I'm not sure about that part.
And that is what is shocking.
In the mountains, though. The water in the mountains, so the flooding is happening.
All the rain just starts. The water has nowhere to go. The ground is saturated.
Thank you for clarifying.
But I'm just thinking how North Carolina, like the town is 300 miles inland. And it's a mountain.
And it's up in the mountains, but the mountains have water, lots of it. And then, of course, the older the mountains, and then the gullies, and then the water goes fast, and then it goes faster. And then people are like, I'm going to build my house next to the water because we need water, and we pump it like the olden days.
So Lai was saying if you were delivering his chicken, he would order extra for you to eat on the way.
That is so sweet. And I think that's how it should be. Instead of leaving an extra tip for just like, can I
Seriously.
get extra like chicken nugs for the driver so they don't have to reach in my own bag?
The driver, there should be an option where the driver says, just order extra food for me.
Right.
Don't
and
leave
you
a tip.
staple it to the outside of the bag so they don't have to. I don't want them going into my hermetically sealed food bag, but I'll put a little pouch on the outside driver food. I think that's totally fair and legit.
Let's see. And Mike was saying that those big booksellers that I saw, you're right. They use stock photos. I noticed that. And they state the condition much better than it is, and the buyers are dumb enough to buy them.
And eBay lets them get 15,000 negative feedbacks because I guess it's the machine. The machine is working.
Let's see here. Quirky Picker, Kimo, if you never sent them any messages asking for feedback, then technically they are lying. And anytime I call eBay to get a feedback removed and I say the person is lying, they remove it.
I mean, I'll use that. They are lying in the sense that, but I'm thinking that they did get a message from eBay. Like sometimes I get one.
Oh, yeah.
When I purchase something.
They did, but you didn't.
I didn't send it to them. eBay did. So I think they probably did get it. Bearded Picker is marked safe from getting a paper tape.
I love that. A cut from his paper tape machine.
Those things are dangerous, I'm telling you. Not as dangerous as a plastic tape. I mean, the paper tape's a little, it's like baby bumpers on the bowling alley. When you're using an actual manly tape gun, it's got the little ridges. Oh, you know what? The other day when I said I never actually, can you see that?
Where?
Right there. It's like two lines.
Oh, yeah, it's healing now.
Oh, yeah, it's that one right there. Yeah, you can't see it. But it's actually 2 lines because 2
He
of the
almost made
tiny
me call an
teeth.
ambulance.
There was blood. There will be blood.
Dendacor was saying I print a packing slip and more for every order. It has a logo, a store QR code on it. It has. We don't even do packing slips.
We don't even use a box. We just blow a balloon around it. No, everything is wrapped in the foam wrapping, and it's expensive. So that is all I'm willing to do, I think.
Paul was saying that he's always ticked that don't remind me on the ungraded collectibles. It would just keep asking otherwise.
It does, and I personally believe that those, I mean, it's just a little thing, but if we're trying to, do everything right, that's one of those tiny dumb things.
Basket Noodle, yes, we did say aloha to you. So I see, I told someone at camp this other day, go buy gas pedals from a junkyard that are electronic, and OEM Hyundai Santa Fe gas pedal is $479.
Wow, that's crazy. We actually are selling a clutch and brake pedal ensemble, because those are quite. I don't know if all cars are, but we're dealing exclusively with Mercedes right now, and that is. But I know old Volvo and some other car manufacturers from like the 60s, 70s, where just the 2 pedals, the clutch and the brake, are now worth money because you can't get manual parts. It took me a long time to say that. But manuals, like stick shift, those parts are becoming more collectible. Let's call that.
Yeah. Just so you know, Lag is such a good friend. He's saying that he would rob a bank for you for 2-star stickers.
Just 2.
And
they taste like rubber cement. They taste like minty rubber cement. Isn't that horse glue? Isn't it because horse glue is natural and you can actually lick it? It won't technically hurt you. I think that the old licky glue on stamps and everything was horse. I thought.
Ryan was saying I just passed 2,500 plus, 2,500 positive, 0 negatives, even though I sold 20,000 items. LOL. Do you have any neutrals, Ryan?
Ryan, don't look at me. I feel shame. I have a neutral. No.
Wellington.
We're sinners.
Did we say aloha to you?
Who?
Welcome.
Who? Wellington.
Wellington, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen you before. So, hey, nice to see you.
Aloha, Wellington. Wellington, I presume. What's Wellington say? Let me announce. Wellington. Maybe you should buy thousands of dollars worth of garbage. I think he's being sassy. And then make a website because it don't sell, and then pretend to be a PSA because it doesn't sell, and someone else on here. I don't know what that means exactly, but I hope everybody
Boobs!
makes... Wait,
that was for you, Paul. Lag is saying the stickers taste like rubber cement. Let's see.
Yeah. So having your website actually is a great thing. It's a thing that used to be really cool, and then now, adding it back into your repertoire of selling tools, I think it's time to do that. And it used to be really super good. Even during eBay, like 15 years ago, I was doing great. And you can also generate and drive traffic, and I don't know if SEO is really a thing anymore because you just do these other things that I guess are technically SEO. But anyway, I think having a website is a great movement forward. I don't like how you're getting choppy, Mr. Camera. And it should be beneficial, especially for I assume you're talking about Josh Galt, who is one of the one of the more awesomer
I
eBayers.
love his website.
And the way that he has no shame in trying out new things. And Josh is a star on this channel. Yeah.
Ryan
And he's also a star on the Playbook podcast.
Profit Playbook podcast.
And
his own channel. Yeah.
The Josh Galt.
I like how he tests the waters.
Well, look, if anybody's running out into traffic before, I'm going to let them do that. I'll check out what happens.
He and James from the Great Reseller.
And James is another
They're both always
great
testing
resource.
out different things.
I think that you can, James is a guy that's taking nothing and turning it into something I'm still so impressed with James because he goes in somewhere and he's like, you got hats? I'll buy all your hats. He doesn't look at them. He doesn't need to because his whole process is about just like, I'll just buy all that. Thank you. And he puts it all in the machine and then it all goes. And I love that. I'm not up to that, but he does it.
So breaking news.
Breaking news.
Ryan finally figured out how to unblock lag.
Nice.
Lag can now see Ryan.
And vice versa.
Yay!
The stars have aligned for a moment in history. What will become? What will become of this?
Speaking of Ryan, he was saying his wife raided the dollar store for a whole bunch of Halloween stuff and that they've stepped up their game since going to $1.25.
Well, they're gonna have to.
I came
with
across
that kind of a markup. Jesus.
some creative person buys like the little bald head dolls at a dollar store,
Baldy dolls.
and then makes them into horror movie main characters. So Mike Myers, Hellraiser, like every character possible, and she does such a great job.
There was a bird. Crazy.
You're such a
Look at this. Quirky Picker Chad bringing up a very important.
Yeah.
I actually know this. Kimo, you just said never change an address. Why? Because you're not protected by eBay. Then why does eBay give us the ability to edit an address at all? Now, I've done both things. I have edited addresses before. But you are not protected if you don't. Sometimes you got to, cancel the sale and have them repurchase it to put in the proper address. But if there's something just like a little tiny thing, I have edited them before. I can't, to be honest with you, I can't tell you why. But I assume that they're giving you all the options and you can choose to hang yourself or not is what. eBay gives you a lot of rope in various different places, and they give you enough to really screw yourself. So I think that's probably what that is. I mean, if you did it wrong and you trusted the wrong person and did change their address a little bit, little old lady or something, and it could come back to bite you in the butt. I'm guessing.
eBuyer's Choice.
eBuyer's Choice.
Was just saying, what's up, dude, to Motorcycle
That
Dart.
just jumped. Did you see
I just did what you did.
So you're saying I'm not as crazy as you're making it out to be. There is a lot of words here. We're not even down to where Ryan and gifted the things.
No, I know. Paul Rose was saying, Primo, the kids could see what I have in here. They wouldn't dare knock. LOL. The life-size alien predator, Jason Voorhees, Pinhead. Voorhees.
Get with the horror
We're already
program.
here. More. And Mike is saying, to be fair, he didn't know it was your eBay when he left the neutral.
Oh, Len. Well, you can revise it, dude. Do I have to ask you to revise it? See, I'm not asking that person to revise it. So if I actually have to ask, then I ain't doing it.
So Carl was saying those reminders start coming back after the 30-day auto relist. But our items are never more than 30 days old because...
I'd relist them every 7 days.
And
that's what I've been doing. So what have I been doing? Lowering the prices, relist. I thought that was kind of like if you reset, because still you guys are in England, right? They can't do any resetting they want. So we still reset weekly. All of our all 4 of our stores, with the most recent one being the clothing store launching soon. And by launching, we mean we just have to hurry up and list a whole bunch of crap on it. But that's called Weirdo Vintage.
Den Decor was like, Mom, Dad, stop fighting.
Pokey was right here. And he, when he feels like, we're being too Mom and Dad fighting, he becomes like a little thing, and he touches us both. So then all the energies is connected, and then we're like, hey, we love each other. Kumbaya, my dog.
Paul, our basket noodle was, I think, talking about.
Go ahead. Go ahead. There's a
No,
lot of words
you
coming
go
down
ahead.
over here. There's a lot of words down here too. Don't forget these words, because these words over here are like there. Oh boy. Curious Collection. Aloha, doing storm prep. Oh, we checked in with them, so we can actually jump ahead a bit. Axe Monkey saying Milton is headed right for sister in Gulfport. Is that okay? Am I in the right place? Did you want to see something else? Tell me what you want to see, or let it forever be lost to the internet. What else do you need?
Whatever. Keep on going.
Thanks. Right here? Right.
Where is Callie? Yeah.
Where were we just now? I wanted to finish reading that. Well, I hope nobody gets storm damage. Jeez. Here, wait. You read this. I'm going to go over here and look at the weather. So you maintain the show quality.
How do I read it when you're covering it all?
I gotta make it up. Just pretend you're reading comments.
And give me the mouse.
I needed to look
this
up
isn't
the.
gonna
This
work.
is
I'll look at my phone.
no. I'm gonna look at weather, and I'm gonna look up storm weather, Milton. Last time I gave a weather report based on the last hurricane, I was wrong. So I'm going to offer this only with a. Okay, it looks. There's a lot of red. Well, at least this one thing right here says that it's a monstrous. Milton is now a Category 5 hurricane.
Oh god.
So Uga is right. I suggest everybody run as far away from this as possible if you aren't already. Looks like people are filling up sandbags and have
oh boy.
and they have ponchos on. So if you could do those activities, that might be good. The greatest hurricane threat in more than 100 years. Jeez. Well, okay. So my vote is that this is probably not good. Thank you. There's nothing.
So the path is just like the whole
all of Florida.
dear.
Yeah, it's just
That's where
all of
Sunshine lives.
Well, they say you're not looking. I'm not going to show you the map because I'll just draw one out of a Sharpie. Right now, they're showing the storm surge watch is Cedar Key through Naples. That's a long.
Silver Hair, do I get a membership? Oh wait, I already am a member.
Oh yeah, you are. And anybody who's a member will eventually get their own soundbite. I just promised that.
Okay.
Because that's what you get. That's actually a ridiculous
Yeah,
promise
we
because that's
thought
going to
about
take me
that a
forever.
long time ago, though.
But I will. Everyone gets a soundbite who's a member. Then once you're not a member, soundbite canceled. Never to be heard from again.
It will go in the
anals.
Well, it will just
We're gonna
go
put
on
it in the
back,
anals.
the back burner.
Yeah, the anals.
Callie Debs, again, remember Rusty the reseller above. His town is in trouble. And I'm sorry, I think we missed your original message about that, Callie Debs.
Hold on, we're gonna look at Rusty Reseller. Rusty the Reseller.
Yeah. Rusty, how do?
I'm assuming this is Rusty.
Rusty, how do?
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Oh.
2 days ago.
Okay, let's see this. I've never listened to him, so here, let's be sad for a moment. Yikes. I'm gonna turn off the music because I can't get depressed in the middle of my show because that's no good. But I'm also gonna just look at some of this insane yikes. Let's see what he has to say.
In a car. I was the only one in our neighborhood in Black Mountain that had enough gas to try to venture out and find food and water and potentially gasoline.
What?
I made it out as far as Waynesville, and I found...
Okay, well, I'm not, go watch his video here. Rusty the Reseller, Hurricane Helen has devastated my community. You can also, it's got 36,000 views, so a lot of people have seen it. And there are some places to donate should you feel. I don't personally know Rusty the Reseller because I've never watched the video, so I can't comment on anything further. But anybody who's a reseller in need, I think should be considered. So
I hope X Monkey's sister is.
I hope everybody's getting the hell out of there. For crying out loud! Why are you on the Curious Collection? Why are you on this? You should be like hiding. I'm so happy that we don't have. I mean, we have different things in the winter. The entire winter tries to kill us. So.
Lag says that he kisses every package with love.
Oh yeah, give it a nice little lick right on the opening part. Right on the opening.
Paul was saying he's cut himself.
Carl's gotta go. Carl's leaving.
Oh,
that was probably a half hour ago.
Sorry, Carl. It was so great to see you. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, the horses are sticky. I grew up with horses, so in the after times, I can help people get on horses, just in case things go wrong in this world. Just remember, I have use. I'm not just a reseller. I know how to deal with the horses.
And
When the power goes
Ryan,
out.
Brandy is thanking you. I don't know if you saw that for the membership. And yes, thank you, Ryan. And welcome, Brandy.
And welcome,
to the
Brandy. I know
membership.
you have been a member before, but welcome back. Ryan says he has 2 neutrals from almost a year ago and they don't say anything.
Yeah.
That's stupid. That's stupid.
Well, after 2 years
Well, they fall off after a year, should. Well, they'll fall off out of your window.
Oh, hey.
Of a year. B Nudes and Wellington are having conversation. Todd got arrested. Todd, did you get arrested? Pablum Pickleblower podcast. That's silly. Big jump. My sister isn't evacuating. Axe Monkey. I've got new Axe Monkey information. My sister is not evacuating, and she has to work on Tuesday in Tampa. Yeah, seriously. Well, you never can't. These things are like. I mean, I don't know how much economic turmoil there is from people not showing up for jobs, but it seems like since if you've got this huge gaping possibility of where damage could be, that if you're in that, then you shouldn't have to go to work. But that's why we're resellers, because if anyone told me to be at work, I wouldn't be at work, and then I wouldn't have a job, probably. Right? That's how it works. I remember this one time at the Gap, I was working there, and my girlfriend was like, wasn't her, it's another lady. And then she's a lady now. I mean, she was a lady then. And she's like, can you, she called me at the store, reminds me. And she was like, I'm off of school. I don't remember. She had to like tell me that she was, and they were like, no, you can't go. And I just left the store. I just left the Gap in the middle of my shift. So I was like, no, I don't want to be here anymore. I hope nobody gets an employee like me.
Axe Monkey was saying she bought a large box of baseball hats last week and didn't really look through them. Priced them at 50 cents each. They were priced at 50 cents each. She got home and underneath was 6 Page Boy hats and 4 Stetson hats.
That's right.
That's awesome.
You put those up on the bay. Spam doesn't look very comfortable when you tell her. I know she doesn't.
What?
Still, John notices that.
Sorry.
I tried to tell you about my ex-girlfriends, and you're like all weird about it. Jeez, come on.
I don't care about.
I mean, granted, they were all before I was 23 years
We've
old.
been together so long. Doesn't bother me at all.
I got them all up here.
We were so young when we got together that
she was 19.
Anything.
She was almost too young.
He's.
Someday I'll tell my next wife about you.
Yay.
So you know what the
Doesn't
worst thing
bother
in the
me.
world would be? In the world would be to find another wife. That would be gross.
Oh God, yeah. At this age, ugh, I can't imagine going back in the
dating
that
pool.
kind of. How awful would that
What
be?
is that?
How do you even meet people
How do
now
you
when you're
even
too old to
swim
go
in there?
to bars?
How do you even swim? Do you even have a bathing suit for the dating pool? I don't know. These kids these days, I don't know how they do it.
Paul was saying.
Swipe down. Flip phone up.
Paul was saying. He
I don't like that.
asked someone once to revise the feedback. It was a negative. It was changed to a positive. So yeah, maybe once our thing gets delivered,
Nope.
if you want to. No.
Because I already wrote him a letter saying what an A-dog he was. Just kidding.
You already messaged him?
I did message him.
Well, do tell. What did you say?
Well, he didn't get back to me. So
Hey,
he doesn't-
Ayo!
Ayo's here.
Ayo!
Welcome.
He went on his
It's just
phone.
like, no. It's funny how that notion can.
All of his work stories end like that. Yeah, I was hungry, so I ran across the courtyard and left the store unlocked.
I don't
and
work
went
for
into
people.
the ATM and got.
I'm not a hiring type.
Like,
Not since I
are
was
you
23.
insane?
I've worked for places. I have worked for tech companies. I worked for Quicken. I like that. On University Avenue in Palo Alto. And that was for like 72 hours. I had a lot of jobs for like 72 hours. I like to try things out. See how it works. You know what I hated doing? Waiting for paychecks. That was the worst part of working. Thank you.
How dare you have a girlfriend before spam? Can you believe it? He had a life before me.
No, I really didn't, though. The whole point was that I was just like,
He would.
I was waiting until I could move to New England and find you. So I just had to deal with these, blonde California girls for a while. And then I moved here. It was tough. But I made it. I made it through. I ran the gauntlet. And then I made it here and just slid into home with 3 dozen red roses. And you're like, I have been waiting for you.
Not quite.
No, but it was close to that.
Close.
Yob. Yeah, I don't do the yobs. The yobs. I mean, I don't mind working. I just don't like to work for others. Thank you.
I like Paul. What are the odds of this? I moved into the new place on Friday the 13th and have until Halloween to get the stuff out of the old place.
Yes. No. Halloween is also Friday the 13th this year, Paul.
What?
It's circular logic.
serious?
It's flat circles. You are in the flat circle right now.
You're so wrong.
It's not.
You are
I
fake.
just make shit up.
It's a Thursday.
Friday the 3rd day? Friday the 13th?
Yeah.
Is it Thursday?
The 30 Halloween is on a Thursday.
Oh, sorry. So it's not the
Jeez.
13th, you're saying? So you're saying I just made that up, is what you're saying.
It's 13 mirrored.
I heard it somewhere. So that means it's true, because I heard it. Why make other people money when you can make your own non-money? When you can not make money for yourself? Exactly, Ryan. I mean, we're all actually coming here for that same exact thing. It's like, why would we work for somebody else? I think that there's smart ways to spend your early working days. I think that John and Jenna sort of figured out a little hack in the Matrix to get some of that sweet railroad retirement, Like, we don't have any like extra retirement because we cashed out all of our stuff and then whatever. So we're like kind of starting over in a way. Except we have a bunch of junk that we could sell. And a house that we didn't used to have. So all of our money has just been transferred into assets. Liability management, asset
The
funds.
JOB word gives like clammy hands.
Yeah, it does.
Me too.
Oh, Lag, I was looking at that. I didn't take a picture.
What?
That big Dell silly thing that I have. We have assets. Yes. We are assets. Big Dre.
Big Dre, aloha!
We do have assets. That is nice.
Did you buy a Mercedes car model lately?
Oh, Big Dre, is that you? Did you leave us in neutral today? Did you buy the Mercedes one? It was Big D.
Jenna, you have assets.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
She's one of my best assets. I own you.
Hey.
Well, assets. Oh, you're right. You're one of my my greatest liabilities.
You're
both.
Yeah.
That's love.
Paul Rose, I once had an a-hole for a department head that when I went to see one of the MDs and said I was leaving for the day before I did something he'd regret, as he was an a-hole, he said, okay, on full pay.
I totally have. I did not follow that story at all, but it sounds like it did not. It ended well. Right? Before I did something he'd regret. I see.
And then he's like, oh, okay, no, that's fine.
I had to reread that in a spooky way, and that makes sense. And you threatened your boss, and he said, here's the money. That's great. B-Nude says, I have assets too. Not mine.
Like was like, aww.
Well, I think like Seinfeld, we should end soon, right? Should we end soon?
Yes.
But we have so much to do.
Pokey has lost his skeleton. He is just
oh
a
my,
puddle.
he is just a little pud.
He's a puddle right now. He's all like crumpled on himself.
Oh, can you show?
I don't know. No.
He doesn't have a skeleton. It's completely missing.
Now
Look, it's completely missing.
Coming back.
It's completely missing his skeleton. He's all crazy. I did want to say.
Oh, he's lean back.
Oh yeah, he's
lean
totally.
back.
He'll give me something to lean on. I got you, babe. Look at that little thing.
Yeah.
I did want to. What did I want to say? Something positive. How can we wrap this up in a positive light? I think eBay is working as it should be. Just lower your prices to dirt cheap, nothing, and they'll sell. Yep, that's all. I feel like that's like the lesson that we all learn.
Illegally cute.
Yes.
He really is. Oh, there you go. He lost his spine again.
Okay, he went. What is?
He
happening?
looks way more spineless in person.
He does. You've done this to me before. No, he's like, and he smells like a nice little Fritos. Like a nice little Frito cloud just came out.
Look at that.
Oh, my little nerdling. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to say. It's not necessarily a positive thing or negative thing, but do go check out Rusty the Reseller if you'd like to see something about his terrified community. But, nope, forgot again. I was going to say something about how eBay is working, but that's not cool enough. It was something better than that.
I might be Pocky. Wait, do you mean Pokey?
Pocky is those like crunchy sticks with the chocolate on it.
Oh,
let's look at some of the stuff we sold today. This is pretty lame, but it was $9. Look at this. We sold this for more than sticker price. $15.99. Right? What's interesting is this is Bride of Frankenstein, but it's got Frankie on the front. It's not. She's not front and center. That's what I'm saying. The Monkeys, also for like $16. This is a Monkey CD. Why are people buying the Monkey CD? I don't know.
and this, when we originally put
J Ride Flips, we sold our first remote.
When we originally put this DVD up, it was in a lot with other
Look at this remote.
horror movies.
Take
and
over
they
the
never
screen
ever
remote.
sold. And then we broke up the lot, and now they're selling for more than
True
what
that.
the lot was for.
We bought 3 sealed, and we tried to sell them for 15, couldn't. Broke them up for 20 a piece. Got offers for 18, 15, and the third one hasn't sold yet. But this here, so this sold for $9. Count them on 2 hands. $9. But the interesting part about this is this came with I bought the unit that this came with, like a DVD player for your for our van from like 10 years ago. We had a white van, creepy van for, moving stuff. And we bought a DVD player for it, and we never used this. And for some reason, this didn't go with the van, so we just kept it in our house, and then we made $9. Thank you. I know that's what people cheer for.
Look, you can see him licking my thumb.
We sold this.
I'm
That's
honking
right.
his nose right now.
NFL Blitz. How much does this sell for? $19.99. It's almost $20. And then now we're done. Right?
What was it? Lag? Someone said that horses' noses are soft.
Oh, they're super soft, and they're just like little cartilages. And then you can give them apples, and they have these giant heads full of like rotten teeth, but
their lips are big and like.
And they go
blah, 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 blah.
and they go hump hump hump, and then they eat it.
And the lips are all soft.
Yeah, they do have. You making out with your horse? I mean, people, it was a rough time out there in the old west.
Okay.
You had to kiss your horse a little bit.
We're gonna hit the
Make it through.
road, Jack.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for
I will
gifting
attempt for the next
memberships.
half hour go through everyone who has joined us today. But thank you so much.
Doug and Roe. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, Ryan,
Everyone.
for the
Hey,
Golf Exchange is here at the very end. Quick to say hi from the land of sandbags and plywoods. For those of you also anywhere near the Gulf Coast.
You.
Don't slacken your storm prep. This one is looking rough. Yes, we did look this up.
That just gives me like chills. Literally, I just got chills.
I mean, nobody should be just sitting on this one. It looks like.
I know, please. I need a message.
The best
my
to you
friend and
and a Curious Collection. Anybody else that's in the storm path, and any of your family that's in the storm path, just take extreme caution. Disneyland never falls down. Disney World never falls down. Go there. It never floods. It never falls over.
Yeah, how's
it's
that?
like, can everybody just go to Disney World? Yes, everybody be safe, and we will see you.
Thank you, everybody, for
on,
being here.
Wednesday.
We truly appreciate you. And yeah, thanks for spending your time with us.
On the Muppet Show tonight. Oh, little Muppet.
Keep kicking in suckers.
You're the best baby ever made. Oh, the boy. Oh, he looks good. Oh, he's doing his head now. Oh, he's being the cutest he can ever be. That's your job, and you perform it well.
Aloha, everybody. Thank you.
Love you guys.
Get back to work, you slacker.